Now, the sale and purchase of infant clothes and other items is still an issue for some families who say that they're struggling to buy necessities during the national lockdown. Some retail stores are still turning pregnant women away despite the Department of Trade and Industry's amended regulations that allow the sale of products for newborns and toddlers. Our reporter Nosipho Mncube was outside the Rahima Moosa Hospital earlier.
Rahima Moosa Hospital, a hospital specially designated for mothers and their children, where we have tried to speak to some mothers outside regarding their concern around the issue of purchasing baby clothes. As we know that this has been a widely discussed topic. A lot of concerned mothers, as well as expecting mothers, saying that they are having quite a hard time accessing and purchasing these items. We did manage to speak to the Department of Trade and Industry, who did indicate to us that they have released a statement showing that they have amended the regulations and that some or the retailers that are currently functioning are allowed to sell these items. We did visit some of these retailers and we did find that some of them are selling these items and some of them aren't. So when I arrived here at Rahima Moosa initially to speak to mothers about the issue of clothing, we were met with another issue that they are commonly facing. Most of them did indicate to me that they have already purchased their clothing and that is not their concern right now. Their concern right now is the issue of transport. So what you're seeing behind me is some mothers who are waiting for the taxi to start operating, which we know is around 4 p.m. and only then will they be able to make their way home. So until then, they are made to sit outside the hospital. And as you can see, that is not quite a comfortable position to be seated in. Some of them we can see are seated in the transport next to me, but a lot of them have been waiting outside and they will be waiting outside for a few hours. But let's just speak to a lady over here who has indicated to us that she is expecting 2 weeks and she is outside the hospital. Ma'am, thank you so much for speaking to us. You may be visiting here quite a while, or you have been visiting the hospital quite a while, you know, for your checkups. Just speak to me about your experience with regard to transport.
Okay, so we finished off at about 11 o'clock and we're waiting for transport since 11 o'clock. The cops came, they stopped the taxi from leaving to Joburg. I mean, that's not fair.
Where exactly are you going to?
I'm going home, Johannesburg South.
Oh, okay. So how often do you come here? And I know you're expecting in 2 weeks. Tell me about your physical condition right now.
I come here once a week. Okay, so last week when I was here, I didn't have this problem. When I was finished, I got in the taxi and I left. At the moment, we are hungry. There's no ATMs around here to draw money, to buy food. But we have to sit and wait until 4 o'clock.
And how are you feeling right now? Visibly, you looked very strained. Just tell me how you're feeling.
I'm tired. I'm very tired, yes.
Thank you so much for speaking to us. You can visibly see that she is quite strained. She is quite tired. She's been standing on her feet since 11 o'clock today. She's not able to go home. She's living in Johannesburg South, so the only way to commute there is by taxi. She can't even get something to eat, so it is quite a concern as well for the health of herself and the baby. But let's just move to a gentleman that has agreed to speak to us on behalf of, you know, the taxi drivers that we are seeing outside the hospital. But
sinenkinga kakhulu ngalabantu esime nabo la ngoba iningi labo baphuma esibhedlela abekho right manje abasivumeli nanokuthi sibalindise ezimotweni kuzwisa ubhlungu kakhulu ngoba maye bagcina besokola la belala phansi bezwe inhlungu ngapha balambile abakhona ukurelaxa baphuma ngaphakathi esibhedlela lesikhathi esisimele sisekudeni kakhulu. Siyacela ngathi ngaba nendlela abangasenzela ukuthi maybe mhlawumbe kube nama letters esokhona ukutransporta ngabo, especially labantu abaphuma esibhedlela ngoba abafani nabanye abantu abangekho right empilweni. At least kube kuthiwa abantu abasuke be right abangakhona ukulinda lesikhathi esishiwo njengathi sisebenzayo, but bona njengabantu abaseyinhlungwini kunzima, kuyasilimaza nathi kakhulu ngoba phela abantu siphila ngabo. Siyafisa ukubanceda kodwa manje indlela ukubasiza sinayo ngoba manje umthetho awusivumeli. Kodwa besingakujabulela mhlawumbe bengasenzela iplan like ama letters ukuthi sikwazi ukuba transporter, then masiqeda ngalokho then silinde lesikhathi abasifunayo.
And nisebenza nabo vele isikhathi esiningi.
Sisebenza nabo isikhathi esiningi. Sisupply ibhedlela ezi3 Garden City, Helen Joseph nale coordination. And esinenkinga efanayo kuzo zonke le ibhedlela and ibona abantu nathi abasupportayo.
Sabonga kakhulu. So he's just said to us now that the women here are not even allowed to sit inside the taxis and wait for the time in which they will be transported home. So he does see a lot of women sitting outside here in pain, visibly not able, to stand here for as long as they are required to stand here until 4 p.m. or the time in which taxis are allowed to operate. Also asking that maybe there should be, an exception made for those transporting a lot of women from hospitals to their various destinations. Some proof to show that they are working with a lot of these women daily, saying that they work a lot with this hospital, they work with Coronation Hospital as well as Garden City. So these are their clients that support them quite a lot, and the clients that they do transport on a daily basis. But that is it from here at Rahima Moosa Hospital. Back